Hi, love. That Jared Kushner and Hakeem Jeffries session left you with a lot of questions, and I read them all. Some of you wanted to know more about that meeting and what may have been happening behind the scenes. Others asked about the midterms, voting, mail in ballots, ICE, and our service members, and of course, where the energy around the orange one in his administration stands right now. I pulled your questions together, and today I'm bringing them directly to Spirit. But I want to make an important distinction before we get started, because I know that this is something that can get confusing. This is not one of our timeline check ins. I'm not asking Spirit to lay out the path ahead or checking every part of the timeline that we've been following. These are individual questions that you asked, and I'm asking Spirit for a yes or no answer that's based on the energy surrounding each question as of right now. That's important because energy moves, free will matters, and an answer that we receive today reflects the current energy at the time that the question was asked. Love, this isn't going to be a promise carved in stone about what absolutely has to happen in the future. And don't worry, I'll be doing a full timeline check-in soon. So if you're watching today and there's something from our ongoing timeline that you want me to revisit, leave the question for me in the comments. I'll be going through them before I put that session together. As always, I haven't checked in ahead of time. I'm bringing your questions to Spirit, and we'll receive the answers in real time exactly as Spirit gives them. Please remember that everything I share here is Spirit-led, alleged, and for entertainment purposes only. Keep in mind that energy is fluid, that timelines can shift, and that free will always play a role in how things unfold. Make sure to always trust your own intuition, take what resonates, and leave what doesn't. And love, if you ever want me to look at your own personal situation or questions more closely, I offer private tarot and pendulum readings through my Etsy shop. You'll find the link in the pinned comment below and in the video description. Okay, love, you asked the questions. Now let's bring them to Spirit. Based on the current energy, has the timeline around the orange one's departure shifted since our last check-in? Yes, thank you. Based on the current energy, is the orange one still expected to permanently leave office before the end of 2026? We're getting a maybe. Based on the current energy, is the momentum towards his removal becoming stronger? Yes, thank you. Based on the current energy, is there an important event approaching that will significantly influence this timeline? Yes, thank you. Is this going to be a false flag type of event? Can't answer that right now. Does Spirit still show the current administration going through major changes before the end of 2026? Yes, thank you. Is the collective energy moving closer to the turning point Spirit has been showing us for many months? Yes, thank you. And I'm going to recheck on these couple of questions. Spirit, based on the current energy, is the orange one going to leave office permanently before the end of 2026? Can't answer that right now. Spirit, will the orange one be POTUS in 2027? Can't answer that right now. I tried, guys. They're just not budging. Based on the current energy, will the US have midterm elections in November 2026? Yes, thank you. Based on the current energy, will Americans have the opportunity to vote in the November 2026 midterm elections? We're getting a maybe. Does the current energy show major attempts to interfere with the midterm election process? Yes, thank you. Does the current energy show major attempts to delay certification after the midterms? Can't answer that right now. Does the current energy show major attempts to disrupt certification after the midterms? Can't answer that right now. Does the current energy ultimately show the will of the American voters being reflected in the final outcome? Yes, thank you. Based on the current energy, will the Supreme Court ruling about mail in ballots significantly affect the 2026 midterm elections? We're getting a maybe. Will legal challenges involving voting procedures play a major role before the midterm elections? Yes, thank you. Will the current administration try to stop mail in ballots? Yes, thank you. Will the current administration interfere with mail in ballots? Yes, thank you. Will American citizens living outside of the U.S. be able to vote via mail in ballots in the November 2026 midterm elections? We're getting a maybe. Spirit, did the orange one know that his son in law was meeting with Hakeem before this meeting took place? Yes, thank you. Was it the orange one's idea to have his son in law meet with Hakeem? No, thank you. Was the meeting initiated by Hakeem? No, thank you. Was the meeting initiated by Jared? Yes, thank you. Did the meeting involve discussions beyond the publicly stated purpose? Yes, thank you. Did the meeting mainly serve the interests of the American people? No, thank you. Did the meeting mainly serve the interest of the Orange family and the Orange administration? Yes, thank you. Will the public eventually learn the full purpose of this meeting? We're getting a yes, but not yet. Spirit, in the message that we received about the people Hakeem represents in our previous session, were you primarily referring to his constituents? We're getting a maybe. In that same message, was Spirit mainly referring to political donors or major financial supporters? Yes, thank you. Would Hakeem place the interests of his constituents before the interests of his political donors and major financial supporters? We're getting a maybe. Spirit, will members of the USS Abraham Lincoln crew publicly share their experiences from this deployment? Yes, thank you. Will the experiences of those service members change how the public understands what happened? We're getting a maybe. Spirit, will the father of the service member who was reportedly detained by ICE while waiting for his son eventually be released? Yes, thank you. Spirit, based on the current energy, is that father likely to remain in the United States? We're getting a maybe. Spirit, does the current energy still show major truths coming to light before the end of 2026? Yes, thank you. Is Spirit encouraging us to stay patient and to keep watching the energy as it unfolds? Yes, thank you. Spirit, based on the current energy, will a significant amount of taxpayer money connected to fraud or corruption eventually be recovered? We're getting a maybe. Okay, love, we're going to end the session here. And I want you to remember what we talked about in the beginning. These were individual questions brought to Spirit based on the energy surrounding them today. This wasn't our full timeline check-in, so try not to take one answer and make it carry the weight of the entire path ahead. That timeline check-in video is coming soon, and I want you to help me build it. If there's something that we've been following that you want me to revisit, or a part of the timeline you feel we need to check again, leave your questions for me in the comments. I'll be reading through them all before I sit down to film. Please let me know what you thought about today's session. I always want to know what caught your attention, what made you think, and what new questions came up while you were watching. As always, everything shared here is spirit-led, alleged, and for entertainment purposes only. Remember that energy is fluid, that timelines can shift, and that free will always play a role in how things unfold. Trust your intuition, take what resonates, and leave what doesn't. And love, if you'd like me to look at your own personal situation, I offer private tarot and pendulum readings through my Etsy shop. The link is located in the pinned comment and in the video description. And before I go, I want to leave you with this. We don't have to turn every answer into the whole story. Sometimes we're only being shown a small piece of something much bigger. We can receive that piece for what it is, while we stay curious about what we don't know yet, and give the rest of the picture time to come into focus. There will always be another question, another shift, another piece that we couldn't see before. And love, when it's time to check the bigger picture again, we'll do it together. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll meet you in the comments.